You've always been the kind of artist who's always been very forthright about being a fan first. What were some of your formative experiences of being a music fan?
I come from a family that loves music but doesn't particularly listen to it, and so the music that I had was quite limited. I have an older sister, but she's just barely older than me, so I didn't have that experience that many of my friends had of having an older sibling who was tuned into what was going on musically in the late '60s and the '70s when I was a teenager. I kind of fell into music through pop radio, and my love of the Monkees and the Banana Splits and the Archies far exceeded my understanding of the Beatles and the Who. And so, so you wound up with such gems as Shiny Happy People and Stand and Get Up and songs like that that were kind of fruity pop songs for kids. And REM just kind of trying to, push ourselves to do really super different things and not fall into the trap of writing the same song over and over again for 10 albums. Pop radio was really wildly influential on me. The first songs I would say that really completely took me back, and I was like, this is something really new, was Rock On by David Essex. Hey kids, shaking this together. Hey, kid, rock and roll. Benny and the Jets by Elton John. Benny and the Jets. Who just celebrated a birthday. So I sang to him on his birthday, which is nice. We're friends now. So that's kind of wild. But at the age of, I guess, 13, Benny and the Jets just ripped my head off and threw it around the room a few times before handing it back to me. And I don't think I'd ever heard anything like that before. Shortly following, through Cream Magazine, I discovered the CBGB scene in New York and Patti Smith, and I never looked back.
It's amazing that you never lost your Banana Splits. When you gained CBGB, you didn't lose the Banana Splits.
Well, it wasn't that different, to tell you the truth. I mean, the music that was inspiring the kind of cartoon music that I grew up with as a kid in the '60s was the same music that inspired the Ramones and Patti Smith. It's a lot of doo-wop, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think Ronnie Spector is still under-examined in terms of the resonance of her work, the Ronettes, that kind of stuff. And then, of course, at the age of 18, I moved to Athens, Georgia, and became very familiar with the band, the B-52s, who are another band that have had immense, deserve not only a chapter, but I think several books written about how much they impacted the course of contemporary music. What they were doing was so radical at the time. And it took punk rock, which had become new wave, I guess, or no wave at that point in the late '70s, and again flipped it on its head and said, no, actually that's good and great, but this is how we do it. And nobody knew what had hit.